Hello grade 10. Today we're going to continue the explanation of lesson number 4, Defense Against Infection. Please open your books on page 1015. The objective of this part of the section is to specify the function of the immune system's specific defenses and determine the body's specific function against pathogens. In the previous video, we discussed the non-specific immune defenses. Now we move on to explain the specific immune defenses. The main function of this system is to distinguish between self and other, and to activate and kill any foreign substances or cells that enters the human body. Unlike non-specific responses, which respond to the general threat of infection, specific defenses respond to particular pathogens. What did I mean by self? A healthy immune system recognizes all cells and proteins that belong in our body and treats them as self. Self means that they are not foreign or unknown. It recognizes certain chemical markers and tells the immune system, I belong here, do not attack me. The immunity system can also recognize non-self or other and use a cellular chemical weapon to attack them. Non-self are pathogens like viruses, bacteria, and so on. In addition, the immunity system can remember a pathogen. This will enable it for a more rapid and effective response if the same pathogen or similar one attack again. When you recognize a pathogen, respond to it by attacking or memorize it. This is called specific immune response. How can an immune system recognize others? Specific immune responses are triggered by molecules called antigens. An antigen is any foreign substance that can stimulate an immune response. Typically, antigens are located at the outer surface of bacteria, viruses, and parasites, as you can see in the following figure. The immune system responds to antigens in two ways. First, either by increasing the number of cells that attack the invader, or by producing proteins called antibodies. The role of antibodies is to tag antigens for destruction by immune cells. As you see in this figure, we have different types of antigens that are in different colors, and the antibodies are in the Y shape that stick to the antigens on the surface of pathogens in order to destroy them. Antibodies may be attached to a particular immune cell or floating in the plasma. If you remember, the plasma is the clear liquid that contains enzymes, water, antibodies, and salt. The body makes up to 10 billion different antibodies. The shape of each antibody allows it to bind to one specific antigen. So every antigen has a specific antibody. The main working cells of the immune system are divided into two: B lymphocytes or B cells, T lymphocytes or T cells. B cells are produced and mature in the red bone marrow. T cells are produced in the bone marrow, but they mature in the thymus. In this figure, you will see the thymus that is in the middle of the chest, where white blood cells mature. When mature, both cells travel to the lymph nodes and the spleen, where they encounter antigens. End of section 35.2, part 2. Thank you for your attention.